Had a telekinesis quirk. The what if starts at the birth of Izumi Midoriya. At her birth, Inko Midoriya holds her child, naming her Izumi Midoriya. Izumi Midoriya had a normal childhood until the age of 4, when she went to the quirk doctor to check to see if she had a quirk. The quirk doctor said that she is a late bloomer and will have a quirk later on in life. So she is happy about this. She goes to school the next day to tell her classmates that she might have a quirk in the future. Bakugotsuki, her friend, says, "It doesn't matter if you have a quirk or not. It'll never be as good as mine," showing off his explosion quirk. Izumi Midoriya is a little saddened by that, but still is confident. So, a year passes, and everybody thinks that she'll never get a quirk, because it's already been a year. So they start to bully her. Izumi Midoriya goes home the next day crying to her mom, asking to move schools. Inko Midoriya agrees with this statement after hearing the multiple complaints from the school. So the next day, Izumi Midoriya goes to another school with Mina, Jiro, and Momo. Over the next 3 years, she becomes friends with the three. But on that day, all 3 of them had to move. For reasons. Plot mostly, but all 3 of them moved, giving everybody else in the class even easier time to bully Izumi Midoriya, making her sadden again. This fluctuation of emotion awakened her telekinesis quirk, but out of instinct she used it on the bullies, breaking their legs, making them scream out in pain, screaming, "Villain! Villain!" Izumi Midoriya runs away. The cops are trying to search for her, and her mom is calling her, but none of them find her, except one man in a tuxedo with purple mist coming out of his body, or is his body. Izumi Midoriya is a little frightened by the man's appearance, but he reaches his hand out, or mist, asking, "Do you want to come with me? I can keep you safe." Izumi Midoriya agrees, and then this portal mist guy teleports him and Izumi to the League of Villains hideout. At the League of Villains hideout, Izumi Midoriya, or Deku, sees a boy who looks scared. She tries to comfort the boy, but he screams, "Please, don't get near me. I don't want to hurt you too." So she walks away from him. Kurogiri says, "You two should train together to control your quirks," saying that they are both dangerous and have hurt people before. They both introduce each other to each other. The boy says his name is Tomura Shigaraki, and Izumi introduces herself too. A year passes, and Izumi Midoriya realized that she has 2 quirks. One is her telekinesis, and the other one helps her train. It allows her to gain stamina, speed, strength, and durability 10 times easier than other people. Her and Tomura have become close friends after the year of training. Then, 6 more years pass, with them honing their quirks and unlocking new abilities. During that 6 years, Izumi Midoriya learned how to fly with her telekinesis quirk, make a barrier around herself, With her brute strength, thanks to her training quirk, she is able to lift, with struggle, up to 250 pounds, and she can run 100 miles per hour. Her stamina's nearly unlimited, and her durability is strong enough to survive 5 punches from All Might at full power in Prime. Tomura learned how to control his disintegration powers, making it where he can touch people with all 5 fingers and not disintegrate them, or touch people with all 5 fingers and disintegrate them instantly. After the 6 years, Tomura has come up with a plan. The plan was to send Azumi Midoriya to the UA High School. She agrees to this plan so she can gather information for the League, since she thought that villains were unjust, that most of them just wanted stuff, fame or money. So she went to UA High School entrance exam, saying that the 10 months of training were already over. She went to the UA High School entrance exam. During the practical exam, she aced it, getting 99% correct. Because telekinesis, you need smarts to be able to do most of that. It's with your brain. I'm just gonna say that. I'm pretty sure that's right. And during the robot exam, she's gonna walk up to the gate. She's starting to walk up to the gate. And then a man with engines, known as Tenya Ida, runs up to her saying, "You shouldn't distract others." Azumi looks at him with a confused look, saying, "I wasn't going to distract anyone." He says, but then Ida says, "Yes, you were. You were going to distract that girl, weren't you?" Azumi Midoriya says, "No, I was going to the front of the gate." Ida says, "Sorry, I was wrong," and walks away. Azumi Midoriya walks back up to the gate. Then Present Mike says, 3, 2, 1, go! There are no countdowns in a real battle. Everybody runs, except for Azumi. Azumi starts to fly with her telekinesis, destroying robots in a 100-meter radius with her telekinesis. After 5 minutes of the match, she gains 350 points. Thinking that's enough, she decides to lay down on a building. Then she hears people screaming and running away. She feels the ground vibrating, looks back, and sees the 0-point robot. She thinks it's too much of a hassle to destroy, so she starts to walk away. Then she hears someone scream. She thinks in her head, well, if I'm gonna be a hero, I should probably save people. So she runs to the person, destroying the robot with her strength in one punch, obliterating half of it. She takes the rubble off of the girl, or as we know, Uraraka, and takes her to Recovery Girl. She then leaves, waiting for the entrance exam letter. Once she gets the entrance exam letter, 2 weeks later, she tells Tomura and Kurogiri. They say yes, our plan is in motion. So Azumi Midoriya goes to UA Class 1A. She goes into the class and sees Tenya Ida arguing with Bakugo. Bakugo and Deku lock eyes. Then Deku walks to her seat and sits down. Everybody's screaming. Then Uraraka walks in, saying, "Thank you for saving me. I'm Uraraka." Uraraka. She says, "It was no problem, it's what heroes do." Then their teacher, Aizawa, comes from the back of the desk, saying, It took you 8 seconds to quiet down. You need to work on that. Saying that he was the teacher, Eraserhead. He says, everybody go outside. It's time for practical exams. Well, this is where I'm gonna end it. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. I may have made a few mistakes, but I'm trying.